coagulase test positive. And we have Staphylococcus epidermis, and we also have Staphylococcus saprophyticus. Both of these two are coagulase test negative. Okay. So, which one will beta hemolysin and enzyme coagulase is Staphylococcus aureus? Still a G, J. Catalyst test negative, gram-positive coxa. When you see this information, it's possible Streptococcus because catalyst test negative. Belonging to immunology group A Streptococcus, and susceptible to basic treatment. What is GAS? Streptococcus pyogenes. Okay, next one. Alpha hemolytic gram-positive coccus. Catalyst test negative. Susceptible to bile salts and other surface active substances such as opticant. You already know it is catalyst test negative, so it is Streptococcus, no question about it. Alpha hemolytic gram-positive coxa. It is either Streptococcus pneumoniae or Viridium streptococcus. But it tells you it's susceptible and it's sensitive to bile salts and opticant. So what's that? Streptococcus pneumoniae, because it's catalyst test negative, strep, and is sensitive to opticant. Okay, so that's Streptococcus pneumoniae. H, right? A gram-positive coxa, that is catalyst test positive, coagulase test negative, and resistant to low concentration of novel balsam. Catalyst test positive, it's gram, and it's gram-positive coxa, that means it's Staphylococcus. Coagulase test negative, which means it's not ours. It could be epidermis, it could be saprophyticus, two of the those three. But it's resistant to low concentration of novel balsam. Low concentration of the novel balsam unknown bacteria. That is resistant to low dose of novel balsam. They're right here. We already talked. So that's some of the characteristics. You should remember it. Question number 7. Can grow and ferment lactose or McConkey agar? More than one answer. What are those two? Obviously, it's E. coli. So we know we did it in the lab. It's lactose fermentation positive in the McConkey agar, so it's pink color. What the other one? Calabacella ammonia, gram-negative lots. And if you forget about this one, then go back to see your slides. Calabacella ammonia. Mucor colony, like a cheese. Look at that, pink color. And this plates, I said, looks very similar to E. coli. Pink color, lactose fermentation positive on the McConkey agar. The only difference, it's more cheese-like colony. E. coli is not. That's Calabacella ammonia. Okay. Okay. This microorganism can grow on selected media containing 7.5% salt. Does not coagulate rabbit plasma and is susceptible to novel balsam. To which one? Does not coagulate rabbit plasma. Coagulate test is negative. And susceptible to novel balsam. But containing 7.5% salt, which means it's a halophilus. So what's that? It's Staphylococcus. Is that Staphylococcus aureus? No, not coagulus. Is that susceptible to novel balsam? So is that saprophyticus? No. So what's that? We left one. It's epidermis. Okay, so that's Staphylococcus epidermis. That will be E. Belonging to a group of alpha hemolytic microorganisms. And normally in the upper respiratory tract, it may cause opportunistic infection. So opportunistic infection, which means there are normal bacteria in the urinary tract infection, upper respiratory tract. But when the condition changes, it will cause a disease because it's removed. It's looking for opportunity. If it's alpha hemolytic normally in the upper respiratory tract, what's that? That could be Viridine streptococcus. That is Viridine streptococcus. Okay. Next one is a gram-positive endospore-forming logs found in the soil. Oh, it's an endospore-forming bacteria. Then Bacillus. Did you see Clostridium? No, then it's Bacillus. So Bacillus subtilis. It's coming from soil endospore-forming bacteria. And we mentioned about the Bacillus and the Clostridium will cause endospore. Okay, next one. These gram-negative logs grow rapidly on blood agar and chocolate agar, producing a mucoid colony fermenting lactose on Macanthi agar. What's that? I just showed you. On the right side, look at the blood agar, the mucoid colony, lactose fermentation positive on the left. So what's that? Calebacilla ammonia. Okay, it's actually in. Next one. This one you don't have to worry. I didn't talk about the BG agar. Okay. You don't have to worry about that one. That's Fastidia gram-negative bacteria. I think this is Haemophilus influenza. I didn't mention about it. The etiological agent of whooping cough, what's that? Bordetella pertussis causes whooping cough. So in 5 seconds, you need to know this is Bordetella pertussis. The answer is no. Gram-positive logs that forms palisades arrangement. Which one causes palisades arrangement? If you forgot, go back. Right here. Palisades on the slides. Corynebacteria diphtheria. Okay, so that's Corynebacteria diphtheria. Gram-negative logs that grow on chocolate agar, not on blood agar. Okay, that's tough. Fastidious bacteria. Usually causing meningitis and epicarditis in age 2 to 5. What's that? This is, we go back to review. The passion causes meningitis. Group B streptococcus agalactia. What's that? HIV, type B Haemophilus influenza. 5-year-old to 40-year-old, which one? Neisseria meningitis. How about older people, more than 40-year-old? Streptococcus pneumonia. Can you feel the brand of these things? What kind of each? That's a very good table for talk about meningitis for different pathogen and age dependent. Okay, so what's that? Haemophilus influenza for question 50. Okay, so then you go back to Haemophilus influenza is air. Okay, now let's look at this. Question 16. Responsible for the toxigenic disease produce a thick greenish pseudomembrane in the back of the throat and the lymphous epithelium known as bonnet. Okay, this is easy. Corynebacteria diphtheria, we already talked about that. If you forget, go back to look at the slides. It's the same pathogen you see from a different perspective to test it, but it's the same thing. Okay? HIV vaccine is for this pathogen. Already right there. Type B Haemophilus influenza. So Haemophilus influenza. Okay, that's type B Haemophilus influenza. Question 18. DTaP, a safer form of DPT, vaccine contains a toxoid to prevent which pathogen from causing disease. Okay, simple. What are those three stands for? Corynebacterial diphtheria, Clostridium, tetanus, and the Bordetella pertussis. Is that right? Those stands for those three. So this answer, you have to pick those three. For this one, you have to pick three. So, Corynebacterial diphtheria, Bordetella pertussis, and the Clostridium difficile. Clostridium tetani. We don't have it, so you pick two. A gram-positive catalyst test negative cox cell belonging to Rebecca Lansfield group D. Then enter cox E facility. That's E vessels. Last one. Can infect the skin and cause impetigo and deep cell lysis. Sequela following virginal infection, including rheumatic fever and the glomerulonephritis. And what's that? Impetigo cellulitis, rheumatic fever, glomerulonephritis, Staphylococcus aureus. And I want to tell you is in this set of 20 questions is very good. What you're going to do? It is not a study, it's early in the morning. Okay, Thursday in the morning, 8 o'clock, you're going to start to do, oh, this is A, this is B, this is C. No, tonight or this afternoon, for this class, for these questions, everything talk about Staphylococcus aureus, you can cut them and tape another one in a piece of paper. That all the questions belonging to Staphylococcus aureus. Those are all the questions for Streptococcus pneumoniae. Those are all the questions for Haemophilus influenza. So you have to remember. If you don't remember, go back to see the slides. So this section doesn't have much tricky. Now my TA, Carly Long, will still do a review for you if you need it. It will be 7 o'clock tonight in the lab room. But basically, as you remember, if you know, you're good. So start from today. Please do familiar with his passion name because there's a bunch of them. So there's a lot. So you probably have to work hard for these days for more these. But I would love to say, start study from this set of the questions. Because this is short and this is easy. And then you go back to redo the question for the case study. Okay? Now let's look at another set. Okay, for these questions, I want to start it from talking about the case study. We start from case study. Okay, again, a bunch of bacteria. At the beginning, lots of them, but most of them Clostridium. Then we have these stories. Okay, let's talk about it. On June 22nd, the 4 people who attended a cookout fundraiser for the local Jesse's were hospitalized for 24 hours with difficult swallowing, double vision, and slurred speech. Neurological symptoms. Difficult to speak, difficult to swallow. Many patrons of the event report some level of mild stomach upset in the late evening of the event. It is significant to know that many of the dishes were prepared by local individuals for whole canned goods. This is a key, canned food. Laboratory data from food served as event demonstration gram-positive logs, subterminal endospore, grow anaerobically, but not aerobically, and a canned yellow tomato dish. Okay, which one? This is obviously is Clostridium because it will cause endospore. Lots of the bacteria they are not causing endospore. Then you have Clostridium botulinum, tetanus, difficile, perfringens. Which one will cause home a canned foods problem. Botulinum, is that right? Clostridium botulinum. So the answer is E. Okay, when you do this question, then that should be easy. You have a home canned foods, that's called food botulism. What are the other possible way for the botulism? We mentioned about floppy baby for the honey, so infant botulism. We talk about wound botulism, so the answer is A for this question. So when you study these two questions, you could connect them because they all test you botulism. One is case study, another one is a simple multiple choice. So you can study both of these two questions. Okay, next one. On June 15th, a 17-year-old female was to a normal state of good health when he developed a fever for several days. Okay, that's a fever. She had no localized symptoms except for development of a large circular rash on her back. Okay, that's a key. At this moment, all these low down these stories is just to tell you more information, doesn't help too much. Her history was notable, and 3 weeks earlier she had spent a weekend camping and biking in the Cerro Hollow Trail in Mammoth Cave National Park, that's down Kentucky, in Bowling Green, Kentucky, near Nashville, 1 hour north. Her blood was cultured unsuccessfully, but presented with antibody titer 32 against a typical spiral sheet disease. It's a spiral sheet. And endemic for that region in the United States. The technician decided to view the blood specimen under dark field microscope. What is the most probable etiological agent for this disease? When we talk about spiral sheets, what are those three spiral sheets? Treponema pallidum, Borrelia burgdorferi, and Leptospira interrogans. What's that? Borrelia burgdorferi, what is it called? Circular rash. We call it a bull-eye rash. Is that right? So when you see circular rash on her back, Borrelia burgdorferi. And I tell you one thing for the exam too. Some people will stick there for 1.5 hours, not going to get much. Some people can finish in 10 minutes. This is what it is. You know it. You know it's easy, you don't know it's really difficult. Because all these characteristics corresponding to each pathogen. So that's true. When I do this question, I don't even need to read it. When I see circular rash, dark field microscope, well, possible, very likely, would Borrelia burgdorferi, Lyme disease. So Borrelia burgdorferi right here. Okay. Okay, during the month of June 2010, the Kentucky Warren County Health Department identified 31 persons who had diarrhea within 10 days of visiting a beef cattle operation in Warren County. Oh, this is a beef cattle. The patients ranged in age 6 to 10, symptoms at 21, blood diarrhea, fever and vomiting, nausea, food infection or food intoxication. 16 patients were hospitalized and developed hemolytic uremic syndrome each year. All patients attended 3 elementary school, had visited the farm, and the 300-person visitor farm during the month of June. Stool specimen was placed on Macanthi agar and is lactose positive. Okay, something grown Macanthi agar is positive from the cattle and has hemolytic uremic syndrome. So which one? E. coli 157H7, we mentioned at the beginning, it's a major foodborne pathogen in the United States for non-intact beef. We'll mention again in the exam 4, okay? So E. coli 157H7. Next one. A 60-year-old male was admitted to hospital. 5 days of post-statue surgery, complaining of dysuria, difficult to heal, we mentioned about it. Qualitative, quantitative urine culture. We will do this in the lab. We just did it in the lab for the first lab session. Reviewed E. coli is in significant number. The patient placed in the physician placed the patient on a 7-day course of cephalexin. So this guy has UTI caused by E. coli. Then use 7 days of antibiotics, continuously using. Okay. The urinary tract infection improved, but the patient later experienced water-loose stools, cramping, abdomen pain, and dehydration. The physician ordered the AB toxin test over the stool sample turns positive. And the patient was diagnosed with the pseudomembrane colitis. This is a key, pseudomembrane colitis. Unsuccessfully treated was typical antibiotic therapy. A fecal transplant, I said it's a horrible process, was performed. Which one? This is somebody happened in the hospital. Has E. coli infection, then use antibiotics for a week, has pseudomembrane colitis, and do fecal transplant treatment. Obviously, it's cross-treating. Well, which cross-treating? Cross-treating and different. Okay, let's say you forgot. Then what we do? If you forgot, we go back to look at the slides. Always. Okay, then we go here. Not this one. I don't think it's this one. This is sexual transmitted disease. Not this one. So we go examine 2 slides right here. This is the slides which is all talked about. Is Clostridium. So go back to study Clostridium botulinum, Clostridium gas gangrene. This is pseudomembrane colitis, and a very good picture there for Clostridium difficile. We call it Kadif. Is that right? That's a very good picture. So that's a typically corresponding to this case study question. Let's go with this one down. All right. This is on the okay. Open. Okay, so let's look at the question. Okay, that's when we finish. Okay, now let's go to the other questions. A blood agar can be used for growing anaerobic bacteria. Okay, in this section, anaerobic bacteria, what we did is Clostridium. That caused gas gangrene. Anaerobic bacteria has a typical symptom, which is gas gangrene. Ew, what is that? Clostridium perfringens cause gas gangrene. If you forgot, go back to look at your slides. That's right here. Gas gangrene. Very typical picture. Okay, then see. The organism was isolated in the bile bag and aerobic system and displayed a typical hemolytic response is the characteristics of this disease. This will show you the picture. One hemolytic response in the body organism is associated. This is a little bit difficult. Clostridium perfringens. And I tell you, and I wrote on the blackboard, the easiest way to diagnose is double beta hemolytic zone. Looks like that. Very big, large circle, double beta hemolytic. Okay? Next one. June 2012, the USDFSIS has announced that it's taking new steps to fight E. coli and protect the safety of the American food supply chain. To the best of your knowledge, which steps are taking? Okay, this is the one I haven't mentioned yet. We'll mention exam 4. 6 additional serological pathogenic E. coli will be declared adulterants in the 9 cataloging. Okay, this you don't have to worry. We didn't teach you yet. Okay, this you don't have to worry. So, the case study is just like that. Now, don't forget. I said there is some out-class reading. You have to read it. Did you read it? I don't think so. So let's look at these. You should read it. I was spending time to write these things. Look at that. Was it Rebecca Lansfield group? See the answer here? Highlight. You still have some time. Remember these? alpha hemolytic. Okay. See, that's a little bit complicated. Optican, beta hemolytic. The story right here. Okay. Case study exam review. We already said a case study exam review, so let's look at that question. 2-year-old girl admitted to hospital with massive tissue destruction along her right arm. The skin is violet color and large blue-filled blisters of prison. Had a fever, rapid heart rate, low blood pressure, seemed confused. Recover from the chicken pox. It is, let's just skip some. It is gram-positive pox cell in chain. So what's that? Then you go back to read. It's Streptococcus pyogenes. Go back to read. Pyogenes, somewhere here, it could be recovered from chicken pox. Okay? So pyogenes. How about this one? This is easy, gram-positive diprocoxil. An 80-year-old have ammonia. Chest pain, fever, that's Streptococcus pneumoniae. Okay, these things you have to read. Okay, if you don't want to read, these are so organized for you. Staphylococcus, Epidermis saprophytic, Pyogenes, Agalactia. Okay, if you're still lazy, you say I don't want to read at all. Okay, I'll make your life much easier. Then let's see some magic stuff here. Okay, did you ever read it here? Probably not for a long time. Look at this menu. That's what I wrote it myself. Let's go back, go down somewhere, go down somewhere. Okay, go down. Okay, now here. If you still don't want to read, these are really easy. Bacteria cause upper respiratory tract disease. Chapter 19, these are simplest version of what I gave you for after class reading. Introduction right there. What is Rebecca last food group? What is Streptococcus? You see ammonia, Viridian Streptococcus, beta hemolytic, alpha hemolytic. Can you view this table? We already did it. We're going to do this real quick, okay? I gave you 5 minutes. I'm going to finish this table for you. That's important. I just want to let you know to read it. Then Staphylococcus, Epidermis, Saprophyticus, aureus. Can you view that table? Yeah, you should view that table. Case study, something similar. I just moved it. That's a procedure we'll do for the surrounding.